granddaughter, one of her 25 babies. Here she comes. Little girl. Little girl. What you got? What's the baby's name in there? Who? Louie. Hi, Louie? Bluey. Hello, Bluey. What are you doing? Okay, don't go too far, okay? So we can keep an eye on you. Okay, see you later. Yeah, so we're here at this park. That was my other grandson right there. I got about, let me see, 5 grandchildren here, plus my wife right there. My wife, and that's my son over there, and this is this church family invited us to come out and enjoy the 4th. That's my son getting up there. So we here at the park. It's a nice park. You know, you can see this is one of those cement benches. Grandson? Say hi. Hi. Yeah, he's saying hi. So, Tierra, good evening to you. Yeah, so I guess they'll paint this table again someday. Vicky, how you doing? This great 4th of July. Or this great 4th of July. Yeah, so we thank God, you know. So keep an eye on these grandchildren. So, yeah, especially the youngest one. Trying to keep a close eye on, you know what I'm saying? Because these are the last days, and you never know. People are trying to snatch a child and stuff. But we got these big, grown, giant-sized men over here, so I don't think that's a good idea to try to snatch one of our children. We wouldn't be too happy. Trust me, we wouldn't be too happy. We don't want to jump on you, but you be pretty much setting yourself up for hurting if you put your hands on our children. You don't want to do that. Thanks be to God. We have to protect at all costs. And that's part of what Independence Day. So, thanks be to God, you got a lot of firecrackers. It's not even dark yet. You got firecrackers blowing up all over the place. Like a war zone. It's amazing how they pass a law here in our city. Well, we're not part of that city. We're 5 minutes from that city. You cannot shoot any kind of fireworks, even in your own yard. Against the law. You can where we live. But this year, Vicky, I didn't buy any. I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like shooting off the fireworks. I've done it pretty much for, gosh, 8 or 9, 10 years straight. I think I was going to take off. Take off this year. And I did. Yeah, so I'm quite sure somebody enjoyed their fireworks. So I was just drawing a house. So liberation. So there they go, my grandchildren. And of course she parks her baby basket right here next to me. I guess I'm the guardian of it. So she parked it right next to Papa. Help me, Lord. Let's see, Bluey. That's what she said his name is Bluey. So she got about $25. Seriously, she got about $25. So how many dolls do you have with a Goyle? You ever count all your dolls? I counted about
Like 16.
16. Ooh, that's a lot of dolls. Remember all their names? You remember all of their names? She said she knows them all by name. What you doing, little fella? Levi. No, don't put that there. Don't put it right there on the... Oh, Jesus. Help him, Lord. And my other grandson, Robert. That's Robert. That's my oldest grandson out of all the grandchildren. I think he's 30, I think. Hard to tell. Sometimes I gotta keep a track of who's who. Now my wife, she knows all their birthdays. She knows everything. I don't know their birthdays like she does, but she knows all the birthdays. She knows them all. Me, well, she tell me when the birthday is, and I just start passing out the presents. I don't know their birthdays. And my other granddaughter, she's here. And she turned 17 on the 7th of this month. She turned 17. Imagine. The little girl. She started talking good. She couldn't say her dad's name. She called him Tiss. Instead of Chris, she called him Tiss. Tiss instead of Chris. We tried to say, no, not Tiss, Chris. She tried, still couldn't get the C parts. She's 17 now, so she can say Chris quite well, her dad's name. So we teased her a long time for that. But let me show you something here. Now, you ever see Vicky? Terry, you ever see a person's house? They have a cross on their door. Most of the time, their front door, living room. Especially the older houses. They have a cross on the door. And there's a reason why. No, it's not a pagan holiday. It's not a pagan holiday. Oh, that's a big one. It's not a pagan holiday. It's a celebration of independence from England and all those kind of countries. So they're celebrating getting them away from King George and all his boys and all of that. So it's an American celebration pretty much what it is of independence. Taxation without representation, and give me liberty and give me death and all those kind of things. So that's pretty much what they fought. And then they had the Boston Tea Party and all of that stuff that happened. So yeah, Juneteenth, we had a good Juneteenth out here. Really good, really good. It's a national holiday now. So thank God for that. Uh-oh, we're starting early. It's like a gun. Yeah, that sounds more like a gun than it does firecrackers, fireworks. Of course, those are all illegal. They're illegal, but law enforcement can't stop everything, so they don't even bother. They don't too much bother out here in California. They let you go shoot them off. They let you shoot them off. So anyway, talking about a cross on the door. Talking about cross on the door. This goes back to the 15th and the cherish. That's my cherish. Say hi, cherish. It's my youngest, all my daughters. It's my youngest daughter, Cherish. I named it Cherish. So you see the houses with the crosses on the door. You don't see too many of them nowadays because the new manufacturers don't too much put the crosses on the door. Okay, back in the 1600s, they used to do this. Put the crosses on the door, signifying that this house is to be blessed by what Jesus did on the cross. That's why they put it there. It should say. Come on. Go over there. Watch where you're going. Excuse me, there was a truck coming right there. My grandson and granddaughter was walking in. I think that, so I had to stop everything and run to make sure they was safe. And the truck, he wasn't going too fast. Thank God for that. So now back to this again. So that's why they put the cross. So if you see your house that you live in, it has a cross on the door. That's why they put it there. Picasso. Well, I don't know if I'm that kind of good, but thank you anyways. They put the cross on the door. Okay. So if you ever see that before, I know it's an ugly cross, but anyway, they put that there. So some people nowadays, they move into the old houses. And they really don't know about why there's a cross there on their front door. Some people don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. They say, oh, nice design, but it has its origin way back 400 or 500 years ago. People believed that hobgoblins, oh, let there be light, there we go. Hobgoblins would try to get into your house. See, they would try to get into your house, in which they do, they still do. But they believe that if you put a cross on your door, that these hobgoblins, they say, okay, that don't seem like to be the house for us to go into. So they, especially now, if your house is well anointed, okay, the house is anointed and it's a house of prayer, okay, then people will put that cross on their door. to keep these crooked creatures out of there. See? So, it's a little information for you on the 4th of July. That you're not telling anybody to go and buy a door with a cross on it. I mean, that's fine if that's what you want to do, but I'm not telling you to do that. But some people just maybe didn't know that that's why the crosses are on the door. Okay, so, I mean, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing to put a cross on your door. You know, if you live in the house now, you're walking around your house and you go to your front door and you see a cross. Hey, there is a cross here. And you know why now. Because the people from years ago who loved Jesus, they would put a cross on the door. And yeah, how you doing? Happy 4th holiday to you. People say, well, we don't celebrate the 4th. Okay, well, whether you celebrate it or not, it's here. So I ain't gonna argue with you. That's your decision. I'm not necessarily celebrating it. I just took off. My family and fellowship with other people from the church. The Bible says fellowship ye one for another. So that's what we're doing. Having fellowship. So that's why people put the cross on the door. So people say, why you want to use a cross? A cross was it was a torturing device. Why don't you put a electric chair out there? That's a torturing device too. Well, electric chair wasn't what our Savior was killed on. You know, why don't you build a tree with a rope on the outside to hang? So anyway, thanks be to God. Do something, but do something to protect your home, inside and out, mainly on the inside. Do something. You know the book of Habakkuk? The book of Habakkuk. Abbreviate Habakkuk. Chapter 2, Habakkuk 2:11. Old Testament. Habakkuk 2:11. With a girl. It talks about how evil spirits will get and hide inside of the walls of your house. They'll get in your walls and hide. Sure will. Habakkuk 2:11. They'll be in there having a conversation. So, see, God let the priest, when they came out, the Levites and the priests and what have you, when they came out of Egypt and they were going into the land of Canaan, of course Moses wasn't able to go. That God told him to do something. He did it, but he did it not the way that God tell you to do something. If you half do it, it's still disobedience. Yep. That's what happened to King Saul. God told him to get rid of all them things, everything. And he just got rid of the ugly and depressed and the crippled things. But everything else he left alone to sacrifice unto God. And that's where obedience is better than sacrifice came from. That's what Samuel told Saul, obedience is better than sacrifice. But anyway, the priests, when they were to go into the land of Canaan and take over the land of Canaan and take over new houses, that those giants, can you imagine a giant, according to the book of Amos, 180 feet tall, taller than a telephone pole? Can you imagine the sizes of their houses that they built? Talking about like one house is an apartment building. That's how big they were. It had to be. You can't put no 180-foot person in a house for people 6 feet tall. There's no space for them. So they were going to take over big places, big houses. Think about it. When they went into Canaan, they were going into a place, their houses were huge. The fruit was huge. Yeah, the fruit was huge. A cluster of grapes, it took 2 men just to carry one. 2 men. See, so Moses really missed out on some things, but God loved him and kept him anyway. Anyway, they're playing soccer over here. So, God would not let the children of Israel instantly occupy those houses of those giants. He said, well, he told them, go in and take over. You got to read the whole story. You got to read it. You have to read the whole story of before they went into the land of Canaan, the things that was done first. They couldn't go in there and take over. Why? Because there were things in the walls. Read it, it's in the Bible. So what God told them, he said, before you go in there, priest, don't let the people go in. You go in first and you check the walls. If you see anything green in there, that's bad. At the bottom of the wall. If you see anything red in there at the bottom of the wall, that's also bad. One sickness and the other one is going to cause you to be in poverty. So if you take over a house that has red stuff at the bottom of it, red stuff at the bottom, that means that house is going to be impoverished. So when you move from from Egypt, and you going into Canaan, if the stuff is left in there by those nasty demonic creatures, those giants, you're going to be marching into a place that's full of poverty because they're in the walls. It's in the Bible. So God told the priest, he said, don't let my people go in there until you examine to see the condition of the walls. James, how you doing, man? Examine the condition of the walls, James, before you let the people go in there, because you go in there. Okay, have fun. You go in there and you might be marching yourself right into poverty. Or you might go into a house and you'll get instantly sick because those things are in the walls of the house. That's right. Go instantly into poverty. And God said, priest, you go in there first. And you see any sign of pussy green stuff or any of them other things, you go in there and you rebuke and you cast everything out. You anoint. You pray. You put on a fast. You do everything you have to do to keep my people from going in there and becoming impoverished or sick. They already been through Egypt. That's enough already. Okay, and God said, I don't want them to have to go into poverty or sickness because they don't know. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So God is saying, no, I don't want my people going into that place like that. That's good, James. Glad to hear that. So, it's in the Bible. That's why God would not let them go into those houses of those giants, because that house, those houses, not that house, but those houses, most of them were possessed with something. Either red stuff at the base of the wall, down here on the inside. If they saw anything down here, red or green, that means something dangerous in that house. Don't go in there. Priest, you go in there. The giants already dead. God killed them all. Okay, they got everything left in the house. They wasn't taking the stuff to the grave with them. So they got these big old giant houses. But these houses, if they got anything green or anything red in those houses, do not let my people go in there, God is saying. So the priest had to go in there and check the bottom of the walls. If they saw anything green in there, there's some sickness. If there's anything red in there, there's impoverished. They're walking right into poverty. A lot of bazookas up there in the sky. So this is what God is trying to say nowadays. Nowadays in our time, God doesn't want us walking into things that can harm us. Some people go into houses, they move in there for the first time, and they don't even pray the house through. Most Christians do, but some don't, because they're so excited about moving in to the house that they don't even take into account that they have to pray over this house, because it could be something in the wall, something like a 211. See? A lot of fireworks going on. See? So, God being so merciful and so good and so kind that he sees stuff that's happening. He knows. And he doesn't want us to walk into those things, those crazy things. Hello. How you doing? How you all today? Happy holiday to you. Thank you. So we don't want our houses not protected, because it's a crazy thing. You walk into a house and all of a sudden you're in the house and you're hearing all kinds of crazy noises in the middle of the night. Well, something's in there. Houses don't make noises on their own. There's something in there. It's probably in there before you moved in. Might have been in there before you moved in. Don't fear. 2 Timothy 1:7, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Don't be afraid. Go in there with boldness. That's all. Go in there with the boldness. do what you have to do with the boneless. Yeah, they're over there playing basketball. I think I'll go over there and watch them play. Okay. Cheers. Hold that for me, okay? Thank you. I'm gonna go over there and watch them play. My son and the church members and the grandchildren. Go over there and watch them play basketball. They're really letting the fireworks go over there. Wow. That sound like a nighttime in the hood where I used to live. So we're gonna walk over here by the basketball thing, see what they're doing. Getting closer and closer. Yeah, see what they're doing over here on the fourth. Basketball. And my granddaughter and everybody playing basketball. Look like a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Haven't played basketball in years. Whew. Basketball. Hey, let's come and see all that action here.
See all the action.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's winning? Oh, he's making them good baskets, huh? Are they lighting up the sky already? Whoa. Wow. I don't know if you all can see them firecrackers. There they go. Fireworks. Uh-oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna get out here and watch the game. All right, y'all, have a beautiful rest of the holiday. We love you all. We still have CashApp and PayPal. We thank you all that's been given, and we really appreciate you. God bless. Bye-bye.